Okay.
You're coming in, are you?
Yep.
Of course. No, man. We'll do that after this.
Go for it.
Okay, this is the internal assembly of a C-4 Ford transmission. It is a Simpson gear train, which means it has 2 planetary gear sets inside. It has 2 clutches, your forward clutch and your high reverse clutch, and it has 2 bands. Your low and reverse band goes here, and your high and reverse band goes here. So when you're in high and reverse, you have 2 different holding assemblies. You have the high reverse clutch, which goes in here, which consists of the piston, the springs, spring assembly holder, and your snap ring. Okay, now let's assume that the high reverse clutch is on here, okay? With a Simpson gear train, you get 3 gears forward and 1 reverse, which is accomplished through your 2 planetary gear sets, okay? For low and reverse, the band applies here, which holds the 2nd planetary gear set, and when you get your input to the forward clutch, it's kind of hard to hold here, you get your slow, low speed, which is right there. It's like a 2-to-1 ratio, okay? Usually 2.5. Alright, for your 2nd gear, which would be a ratio of about 1.5, your forward clutch applies and your high reverse clutch applies. So what you're doing is you're holding here, you're holding your sun gear, and you're holding the forward clutch. And you get your 2nd gear, which is basically like this. Alright? Okay, when you go into high gear, everything's being held and the whole unit is just turning just like this. Inside, down through the middle anyway. Alright? To get your reverse, the high reverse clutch locks, and this clutch in your low reverse band locks, okay? And you're turning the sun gear, which is this piece right here. And you get your reverse. See how it's going backwards now? As opposed to forward this direction? That's how you get your 4 different gears from the Simpson gear train. This is your planetary gear system right here.
Put them closer together. Put them closer together.
Consists of the hub, planetary gear hub, planetary gears themselves, and the sun gear, which is the internal gear. Works something like that. See, by holding any given member, all right. Anyway, it'd be easier to show you with the 2nd set. That's your 1st planetary gear set right there. Consists of those 3 elements.
What 3?
This one, the hub, the planetary gears themselves, and the sun gear, which is your input gear, right here. This is the 2nd set. and it consists of the planetary gears, which in the C-4 has an aluminum shell, your hub, and your sun gear. Okay, with the Simpson gear train, both of your sun gears are connected by this input shell. So see, this is the main makeup of the transmission. Everything else is just a holding device to hold one piece still to turn another piece. This is a one-way clutch. Allows the output shaft to turn only in one direction at a time. Alright, this is the C-4 transmission partially assembled. I've already installed the output shaft, the one-way clutch, and the one-way clutch housing. This unit right here. Okay? After that, start with your second planetary gear hub. Then just like that. Then you have your planetary gear set for the second. For the rear. Ford, Chrysler, and Chevy all use the same pieces. They call them different names. In Ford's, it's forward clutch, reverse clutch, and all that crap. Chrysler calls it high reverse clutch, secondary clutch. Okay. Then you have your input shell, or your sun gear. Then you have your forward planetary gears, your forward planetary hub. Then you have your forward clutch, as it's called by Ford. Actually, you have to make sure that all the clutches fall into place. Then you have your high reverse clutch, or your front clutch.
Can you give us a top view of that? Kind of lean the transmission this way, so.
And this is what it should look like. You have a band that is put in at this point. It's a flex band, which means it's not rigid. Slides in, just like that.
You can put your back of your head there.
Sorry, I need to see what I'm doing here. Okay, when you come to this point and everything doesn't fit together, that tells you right there that you didn't get the forward clutch in all the way.
Is that what happened with you?
Huh?
Is that what happened with you?
Yeah. The forward clutch has 7 little clutch plates in it.
Let's go around, Scott. Because this is the best lighting, Scott. It's easier for him to turn the transmission around than me to get up and start walking around. Can't see where I'm going, stepping all over goddamn shit. We're gonna have to dub it in now. Got Steve.
Okay, once you get it all assembled, it should look like this from the front.
Look, let's see that band again.
Right here?
No, let's see it from the top view and then from the... Okay, can you get a side view of that?
Of what?
Of that band from the
From here?
from the far side of you. Does it have a plate or something that goes on there?
Plate.
Closest to the car. Turn the transmission toward you.
This one?
Oh, I thought there was a deal on there.
No. This is your
Okay.
back servo. This is your front servo.
Okay.
You can't really see inside. Then once it's all assembled, put the forward, the input shaft.
Okay, let's see that input shaft again. It don't matter which way you put it in?
Yeah, this is the long end. This goes into your torque converter.
Okay.
And that turns your forward clutch. And when the forward clutch applies, the rest of the transmission works as it should. After you have completed this assembly, put it in the front, the pump unit, the front forward pump unit. You add the valve body and the output housing. And that completes the assembly of the C-4 transmission. Thank you very much.